Hello Aries, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your reading for the week of the 20th to the 26th of January. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I continue to enjoy doing the readings. In particular, I love the weekly readings. Yes, they take up a little bit of time, but they just feel so good to get them up on board and share them with you. If the readings don't resonate, please remember to check out other aspects of your natal chart, and if you're unsure how to do that, you can always go and check that out on Cafe Astrology. I'm using the After Tarot for your reading, and you have the Hierophant coming out here. Now, somebody else had this, I think it was Scorpio. The Hierophant's about stability. It's about tradition. It's about having old-fashioned values. It's about the church, traditional relationships, dealing with governments. It's all about that structure. For you here, this could do with having old-fashioned values. You've got the Six of Cups behind it here. So this is about old-fashioned values. So it may be that you're the type of person who believes in traditional marriage rather than living in, an unconventional marriage. So that's very often what that means, but we'll see as we go. Okay, wow, that makes a whole lot of sense now. So what that says to me, the Tower is about breaking down traditional structures. It's about breaking down ideas, especially ideas that you've had since childhood, and underneath the Hierophant was the Six of Cups. So for me, this is breaking down some idea on how traditionally things need to work. Understanding that they don't work the way that you might think or have been taught they work. Interesting. Okay, so there's been, maybe you've never believed in divorce and somebody wants to divorce you. That's the sort of thing that would bring in a Tower moment. Because you believe that, maybe marriage lasts forever and you have the really biblical view of what marriage is all about. And somehow or another now that's turned things round for you. Maybe you always thought that a relationship was for two people and now you found there's three people in your relationship, and that's broken down your idea of how traditional relationships should look. It can be any of those things. But what it's about for you is you rebuilding that now. Having this understanding that, just because you're married to somebody that they will never cheat on you, or just because, you're in love with someone doesn't mean that they're going to be prepared to marry you. So it's about changing your ideas here, and understanding that your ideas aren't always how the world works, that, other people have very different things and see the world as a very different place to you. So it's about you trying to rebuild what you think life should look like in your eyes. Okay, because you're doing just that, because you've got the card of stability here. This is a brand new, stable future with the Ace of Pentacles. It can be about job, it can be about money. So maybe with this it's been, that you've got sacked from a job and you feel into your traditional values that, people should love and respect you and honour you because you've been working for the organisation, and where has that loyalty gone now because, someone's sort of told you can't work there anymore. And it's a bit sort of understanding those traditional values, because you're now moving on to something far more stable by understanding that. The Wheel of Fortune is coming in here too. So this is about the world turning things in your favour. So somehow or another, this breaking down this old-fashioned way of thinking, this very stuck traditional way, you've allowed a new opportunity to come into your life here. A very new opportunity. And it's good. It's really good. So you could be dealing with a Queen of Pentacles, an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This person is very grounded, very much understands what she wants. She's very in tune with the earth under her feet. She's organised, she's structured, she can be quite nurturing. And look, you see yourself as the Aries. This is your card, Aries. So I really like this here, but we'll recap it better as we're going. Now, the Seven of Wands is here, and the Seven of Wands talks about, protecting yourself, being defensive. It's almost like you're fighting against the world in this card. You need to give up this control You're controlling in the Emperor here. So there's some sort of control that you needed to break down with this Tower. Understanding you can't control your world. It's really interesting, isn't it? Because when people first told me that and I first understood the idea of control, I found that really, really difficult to let go of. Because I really thought that you had to control everything that happened in your life. You know, you control how you go out every day, you control. And the day I realised that wasn't serving me, it was making me feel extremely stressed and, you know, I'm worried and anxious because all I was trying to do was control things, and I learned to let them go. All the other things went as well. So the stress and the anxiety of trying to control the outcomes of things really made a difference when I gave them away. But interesting, you've got that here. Okay, so we do have a Queen of Wands coming out here. Now this could still be your energy here because it does represent Leo, Sagittarius and Aries. And what I feel here is you're showing up as this the Emperor card, and the Emperor can be quite controlling, quite difficult for him to let go of control. But in this Queen of Wands, it's like you've been able to learn this lesson here. But I'll recap that too, because look what you're bringing in. You're bringing in abundance now, and I feel like you're able to let go of something here. 7 of Cups coming out at the front. It feels like you're understanding how to let the universe do its magic. It's like you've sort of been able to let up the reins here and understand that everything doesn't happen in a traditional and controlled way. It happens as the universe sees fit. So it's like now the universe is turning things around for you. You've understood how you've tried to control things in the past. You know, you're being defensive against things, not accepting things to flow to you. And now it's like you're creating abundance. So you're understanding that concept of being able to let go of control. It could have come because you've had the ending of something that's hurt you quite badly. And I feel like something out of that control has given you this epiphany moment where you've understood how you need to let go of things and you don't need to control them because in the past this control has not worked for you. Now I feel like you have someone in your sights here, and I feel like this person for you is very earthly and grounded, and they do understand the ebb and flow of the universe, and they do understand how to let things go naturally and how natural is the best way of doing it. And for some reason they've softened something in you here because you're letting go of this, you know, real defensive sort of attitude towards having to control everything. It's like you're letting that go and you're moving towards this abundance here. And it's opening up a wealth of opportunities for you, Aries, because you've understood that controlling your world does not work here. Now, it could be that this earth sign that you were interested in, maybe you were trying to control them. And they've been the one to walk away from you because she does have her back to the Emperor here. So it could have been an earth sign in the past has walked away and broken your heart, but somehow it's woken you up to this idea of understanding that you can't control your life. You can't control the weather. You can't control whether, you know, your job's going to be there tomorrow. You can't control whether you're going to have money in your pocket. Those things aren't controllable. You can't control somebody loving you or wanting you. You can't go about your life thinking that if you do things a certain way, things will work out. I bet all of us have done that in the past where we thought if that person just realised who we were, they'd be back for us. And they don't, because you can't control that. The universe does its thing. We just have to float with it. Oh, that sounded a bit Stephen King. They float down there. Okay, so 2 cards have come out for you here. The card of the fox and the card of the wand. Now, I will read you the traditional meanings of these. Now, when the fox comes out, I always think it's about becoming a little bit more wily, a little bit more clever about how you do things. And the ace of this wand here looks like the Ace of Wands. So for me, this is about something being open to you, some sort of opportunity coming to you that you feel very passionate about, but it's like you need to go about it in a very different way to bring a new outcome here. So we have the four here in the Witch's Tarot, which is the wand. And it says you have the ability to accomplish any task if you bring the power of your will to bear upon it. Creative solutions are at your fingertips. Seize the moment and make it work for you. All magic is at your command if you believe. And the fox, number 27, says there are opportunities for gain, but do not be tempted to act in an unethical or dishonest manner. Use your intelligence to find the best way to achieve your goal without cheating or taking advantage of the weak. So what these two are saying to you then is to proceed on something, to make it work for you, but to do it in a way that is not controlling. Do it in a way where you use your personal magic. You use your manifestation skills rather than trying to control. Beautiful. Thanks, Aries.